What's up, Castle Clash? Haley's World here. Just want to make a quick HBM video. Last night I started doing Hbm I. I've beaten it before, but I just can't consistently beat it because my buildings on the inside just aren't high enough level. You know, my hero bases are all level 16. These two are on their way to 16, and these two are on their way to 17. And my towers are all level 8. My gold vaults are all 17. Guild and Heroes Altar are 15. So I need to get all of those up, everything up in there before I can start doing Hbm I really without any garrison. But what I realize is that since I'm always leveling up basically 3 heroes, those heroes being my main Thunder God, my main Grizzly Reaper, and then usually a duplicate or something that I'm leveling up for might purposes, which actually in this case happens to be my main Atlanticor, which is only a level 80 just because he got forgotten about for so long. But I realize I want to get him up now because he does have a 4 of 5 revitalize and he has 4 of 9 skills, so I actually want to get him up to be able to use him for Heroes Expeditions. He'd be a good tank for Heroes Expeditions, especially with that Revite. So I realized since I'm always leveling up 3 purple heroes, I might as well throw a green garrison in with each one. That way it makes them, you know, target heroes first and see if that makes the difference, you know, because basically Hbm I is all about surviving Spirit Mage, and if your towers can target him and take him out, and then, of course, you know, you got to use the Guardians to soak up his procs. You know, then you can beat Hbm I no problem. I mean, my heroes are, you know, fully strong enough to beat Hbm I. There's no problem there. It's just my buildings are just not strong enough inside. You know, primarily, you know, I need my hero bases to be at least level 17 so I get that extra range. I need my towers to be level 9 to get that extra range. I need my gold vaults to be level 18 so they have enough HP. And I need my guild and my heroes altar to be at least 16, maybe even 17 to get that HP that they need as well. But I was figuring that maybe if I threw those green garrisons in, it would make the difference. And so far it has. I've gone 4 for 5 so far. You know, it's not a big enough sample size to know if I can farm I yet, but because 80% success rate is not enough for me to start farming I. But, you know, if I can go, say, 9 for 10, then, you know, 90% would be enough. With just throwing those 3 extra garrisons in there, I'm actually averaging more experience, you know, per hero for my main heroes per HBM run than I was without them in doing HBMH. So, plus the 5 additional shards. So it's actually worth it. Let's just go ahead and see how it goes. You know, there's a huge luck factor involved in doing Hbm I as there is in doing HBMJ. So, you know, you got to get lucky, because there's just a lot of unpredictability, especially when it comes to, like, you know, who Spirit Mage is going to proc on and who Thunder God's going to proc on. There's just a lot that's unpredictable about it. Like there, Spirit Mage did hit Cupid, but he didn't get a second proc off because those towers, once there was no other heroes left, they targeted him before anything else, even though in Wave I1 he does have, and see, there goes Thunder God. Thankfully he didn't hit my heroes, and Druid comes through with a timely heal. And then, as you can see, Multanica is just an absolute monster in HBM. He can literally take out an entire wave with, you know, with a good proc. You know, he can take out an entire wave. And there we go. They take out that mage without letting him get a proc off. That's beautiful. And I mean, so far, I mean, these are all not the greatest spawns for me. I prefer them to spawn on my power side, which is over here. Because watch what Multanica does to entire groups of, it just eliminates entire groups of them. And we're looking pretty good now. 3 towers and all of my heroes all basically full health. Cupid revitalized is perfect because he's going to make everyone else proc. And there you go. That Spirit Mage got targeted instantly by Druid and taken out. And that's going to mean that I'm going to just walk right through I-5. And of course I get a gold. I get a ton of golden mana on this run, so I cannot prove my point about the experience, but you know, you can't control what you get. But on the overall, it is more experience doing it like this than it is to take out those 3 green garrisons and do Hbm I. So there's just a quick video of Hbm I. Now 5 for 6 on Hbm I, doing it like this, using Multanica and using those 3 green garrisons. So hopefully I can keep, you know, beating it until I get a, you know, large enough sample size, and hopefully that I realize then that my win percentage is high enough that I can continue to farm it. You know, if it's at least 90%, then I will continue to do it. And from there, you know, as my inner buildings level up, as each hero base levels up, as each tower levels up, as my gold vaults level up, and my guild and my hero's altar, as every building levels up on the inside of my base, that's just going to raise that win percentage, you know, more and more every time a building levels up. It's just going to make me that much stronger inside, and it's just going to, you know, make my win percentage go up and up. And as my heroes, you know, level up, it's going to also raise that win percentage. I do have 3 9-star heroes now. Spirit Mage just got there, just became 9-star yesterday. Druid will be next, and he'll be followed by Cupid. And then, in all likelihood, probably Reaper. He'll probably end up passing Thunder God, just because, you know, Reaper is a huge part of my arena. Thunder God, he sort of is too. The only thing I use him for actually is the arena, and that's only sometimes. That's when I want to run, you know, a single lane collision. Then I use my Thunder God. He is a 5 of 5 Revite with a 6 of 9 skill that I'll probably get him to 7 of 9, you know, eventually, after I do a couple other things. So, you know, he's really good for, you know, single lane collisions, and sometimes I have to do that to beat somebody, so he does get used for that. He gets used for nothing else, though. Multanica's in there for HBM and Hero Trials, and then Grizzly Reaper fills, you know, I sub out Multanica for Grizzly Reaper when I'm doing dungeons and raids, because I just find that Grizzly Reaper is better than Multanica for dungeons and raids, because you know, he takes out all living things. So, and also, you know, my Multanica is only a 7-star right now, but I have been, you know, I have been giving him books. I basically just saved the books that I got basically today. I haven't been spending them. I'm just going to save them up for a little bit. Until Multanica hits 8-star. Once he gets to 140, and I'll immediately upgrade him. I don't like having any of my main heroes capped, so I try to you know, time my upgrading of my duplicates. I try to time it right so that way when any of my mains get to that point, I can just immediately upgrade them, because I don't want them to ever be capped. And when he hits 140, he'll immediately be upgraded. And then I'll probably dump all the books I've saved until that point into him, just to get him, you know, up a couple levels from 140. And then I should really consistently beat Hbm I. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Haley's World out.